All doing now with the stuff I talked about the last couple days, the hot button issues, just all that. None of it is to prop myself up as some wonderful human being and stuff, because I've done a bunch of crap in my life and everything too. I've made a lot of mistakes, so there's a lot of things that I regret and stuff, but the one thing through it all, and I think I pressed on that yesterday, I think maybe, is that I put in the work to change. I put in the work when I faced myself, when I faced, you did this, you did that, so on and so forth. I didn't brush it off. I didn't make excuses. I didn't make justifications. I didn't blame and stuff. If anything, I blamed myself, and that's where the blame should go, is on myself. The breakdown of my marriage, we both did wrong stuff. In relationships, you both do stuff. Was it more my fault? Probably yes. I can take responsibility for that and stuff, but at the same time, my ex-wife knows I'm not the same person that I was when we were married. I'm not the same person she met, back then and stuff. I'm a different person. My thought process is different. The way I deal with things, the way I see things, the way my understanding of things, my patience, all that stuff is completely different. And that didn't happen just by osmosis. It didn't happen just by getting older. Those are things I put in the work, and those are things where I saw that I was short on, I fell short in those areas and stuff. So I put in the work to do that. Now, I'm not special. We all can do that. It's a choice that you make, A lot of times people do have to get sick and tired of being sick and tired. People have to look at their behaviors and get to a point where they're like, I cannot deal with that. This is what's going on and this is how I'm doing things. Sure. But the fact of the matter is, we're at a point where you can see glimpses of yourself in the abusive or other natures of other people in the news reports and stories that you see around. You can see, listen, we can act coy all we want and stuff, but when you see those things, you're involved in similar type of stuff, that thing's hitting you. And here's the thing, when you see that, you can make that choice that I don't want to be like that person, and I definitely don't want to go down that path, because the fact of the matter is, if you don't make those changes and stuff, more likely than not, you will progress to be worse, not better. So, something to think about, taking responsibility for that behavior and stuff, and putting in the work, putting in all the effort to change and stuff. And not just so people like you or to make other people feel happy or anything like that, but because that what you're doing is wrong and that you should be doing the right thing. And like I said, the right thing should always be the default. We should not be having arguments and debates over people doing the right thing. So have an awesome Thursday. You're an awesome, amazing human being, and I love you so much. Peace out. Bye.